put into words what this week is going to mean to you? You've been in the league now. I think it's your fourth season. Just this is the first opportunity for you to start, and just what that means to you personally.
Yeah, opportunities, especially in the NFL, come very few times, unfortunately. But that's the beauty of the NFL; it's so competitive. So, it's been a long journey. Just kind of reminiscing on my story. Starting football when I was 6 years old, and here I am as a 27-year-old, and still blessed to have this opportunity. So it really is. It's about preparation and always staying ready. So I'll be ready to go.
You came here for this opportunity, for this chance to fit in Rose, and then the injury in the preseason. I mean, just how did you process that mentally once the injury happened, and then after you heard you needed surgery to get fixed?
Yeah, it was initially tough because you work and you're on a new team, and it's I feel like I was getting into a stride in training camp and preseason. I was really getting comfortable, and all of a sudden you kind of have this kind of freak thumb accident that happened in the last preseason game that kind of threw my plans and my schedule, my throwing hand. I've never had an injury to my throwing shoulder or hand before, so it's been kind of weird from a mindset standpoint. But after my surgery, I kind of attacked my rehab, and TC, one of our trainers, got me right. But Coach Campbell fortunately allowed me to stay in every single meeting. I was on the sideline for every game. I traveled to away games, so my mind has been in it. I've been staying in the playbook. I've been sharp, helping Jared prepare. So from a mental standpoint, I don't feel like I've really skipped a beat. It's more so getting out here, and every rep I have this week has been extremely valuable.
Physically, it's a quick turnaround. You return to practice next week, and boom, something happens to Jared. Now you're a starter. Just where do you feel like you are physically? Are you where you were pre-injury, and just how did you think practice went this week?
Yeah, practice, and like I told you guys, this is kind of my first time getting these first team reps all the way through the week. In my past in Green Bay, if Aaron took a practice off because he was banged up, I took the reps. So having the one reps all week really is so valuable for getting yourself ready physically to play, to answer your question. Because when you're kind of a backup and you're sitting back there, you can kind of take the mental reps, but physically doing it and feeling it out and seeing the defense is so valuable. So I feel great. Hands 100%. Legs feel good. Arm feels good. So I'm ready to go.
So you walking off the field with Sheila. Does she have any advice?
She's just happy. I'm always happy to see her. She's always an awesome presence around here, and I'm glad she comes to practice all the time. But no advice. It was just excited and happy, and let's go get the first win.
Not an easy challenge either. It's supposed to be rainy. The conditions won't be great. Obviously, really good pass rush on the other end. So what sort of challenge are the Browns in this week?
To be quite honest with you, I'm worried about us. We have 2 first-round tackles. And whoever plays, I'm going to have ultimate confidence that they're going to block their edge rushers to answer that question. But I'm not really necessarily focused on that. I'm focused on our execution and scoring points and getting our first win.
Not to belabor the injury, but I think anybody that's ever had a surgery on a joint just knows how wrong it feels. Like when you're coming out, it feels like it's never going to get better immediately. How long was it, do you think, before it felt normal through the rehab process?
From a week standpoint, I really started feeling good and able to throw, probably 8-9 weeks out of it. So I've been getting some good throwing in, and I've been doing that with the training staff and the strength staff and the medical staff, perhaps, and it's been good. But last week I was able to practice. They started my clock, which was awesome. But like I said, every rep this week has been so valuable. Kind of getting my timing back, getting my feet back, and kind of getting back in football shape physically.
Another guy that's getting incorporated this week is Josh, right? He just got here a little bit more than a week ago. What were the challenges, I guess, of forming quick chemistry with a guy like that?
Yeah, it's giving him opportunities in practice and figuring out his timing. If I had a mirrored concept where I could have thrown to Khalif over than Josh, in practice, you throw to Josh because I feel like I have a good rapport with Khalif already. So it's just those things in practice, those little minor details that you really want to focus on. We stayed after practice a few times and kind of got some timing of some routes that he's going to be specific on. But yeah, he's super talented. He's a big dude. He's fast. He's long. At first, it was challenging to figure out his speed because his stride length is so long, so he gets to his point really quick. But we got it now, so he's a great addition to the offense.
Focused on getting ready, but have you let yourself think of all about what Sunday will be like, just the bus ride over and everything else, or are you just strictly day-to-day?
I gave myself, and that's kind of the thing. Every week you kind of have to, even as the backup and third string my rookie year, every week you mentally have to put yourself in the position to, all right, all of a sudden your number's called, here you go, you got to go play football. So to answer your question, I like living in the present, but you're always ready to go play if your number's called.
Are you a guy that gets nervous before games? Like what will Saturday night look like for Sunday morning? So how do you sort of get
Calm, I'll meditate, I'll breathe, talk to my family, I'll study, and go to bed. Easy. It's football. I've been playing since I was 6. It's an awesome opportunity, but at the end of the day, I can't psych myself out. I got to go react and play football.
I know you talked about in the past what Aaron meant to you in Green Bay. I'm just curious, how much we asked you, is the jersey symbolic of that at all, or does that go back to college at all?
12. I've always loved 12. Being a Tom Brady fan growing up, having the same initials, the TB12. Not that I'm ever comparing myself to Tom Brady, but I've always loved 12. Being a Tom Brady fan in New England, being from Connecticut, and then obviously going to Green Bay and being around 12. Just a good quarterback number. So it was available here. I knew Jamie at the time wanted 8, so it was perfect.
There's nothing quite as many on the football field as that diet, I think. So they got TB12 diet. I don't think anything.
Oh yeah, I couldn't do it. I'm not there. It takes a lot of discipline.
We've seen Jared out there at practice, just kind of hang around. What sort of advice has he given you throughout the week?
Just be myself. I think that's the number one thing. Just do what got me here. But he's kind of given me his insight on what he's done in the past, preparation and, certain plays, stuff that even from this year that he's seen just from a timing standpoint, just little tidbits that he's given me has been extremely helpful. And he's been awesome this week, so I'm grateful for him.
You said you thought back on the journey a little bit. What did you, years ago, what did you envision your first start in the NFL?
I don't really think I envisioned myself starting in the NFL. It was always a dream. You don't really think about it until it happens. You think about all the ups and downs. You're playing youth football, and it's fun, and it's exciting, and it's middle school, it's fun, exciting, it's a game, it's a sport. And then high school, it's a little more competitive, and you're a good high school player. And then, my specific journey, it's college, and I struggled, and it's confidence, it's leaning on family, it's transferring and having an okay season and kind of picking myself up and kind of, plugging along. But, I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of how I handled my journey. And when it comes down to it, just like your profession, you got to be ready when your number's called, and that's what I'm going to be ready.
I think we probably asked you this back in the summer, but so to what do you attribute, being here? Like after going all through that journey, all the humps that you had in college, especially to be here now and to be starting quarterback in the NFL?
Yeah, I think the number one thing, and this is going to carry with me for life, is just believing in myself and not relying on external factors to build my confidence, and always having that steady confidence about my game and what I can do on the field. But and a tough part when adversity hits is just persevering and just telling yourself, and I've told this in a few other media sessions, but just thinking positive. Like good things happen to good people who work hard, and I've always told myself that. So I feel like I'm a good person. I try to spread kindness, love, and do my thing. And reflecting on my journey, it's been perseverance and self-confidence.
Do you look at this as a one-week deal, or do you think there's an opportunity for you to have the job?
I'm worried about Sunday.
Can I ask you one more about Jared? I think there's things we know about Jared, right? He's tough, he's durable, everything we hear, he's a good teammate. So how have you seen him balance this week with just the disappointment of not being able to overcome an injury, which he does so regularly, with the enthusiasm with helping you in this opportunity for you?
Jared's been awesome. He's been awesome. He hasn't skipped a beat at all. Obviously, there are emotions with getting hurt and doing treatments all day, and there's a psychological effect, but he has not skipped a beat in the meeting rooms. He's still his normal, upbeat, smart. Like you said, he's a tough son of a gun, and he really is. And he's a valuable member of our quarterback room from his experience standpoint. Even David, David's got some starts under his belt. So it's just the culmination of all of that love in that room, and trying to just make sure that everyone's ready in that room has been awesome. But I really am so grateful for Jared. He's been awesome this week, and he's been coaching me this whole week. He's been in his hoodie, and it's been trying to stay warm, but it's been constant coaching and constant little tidbits that he knows that he's used in his past to try to help me along in my career.
He's been a Belichick to your Brady.
You could say that. Sure. Yeah. Which is very much appreciated. It really is.